You guys, Brooke Schofield is getting called out once again, and this time it is for defending her boyfriend who is being exposed online. It's a whole situation. It's really not Brooke's year. I mean, in the beginning it kind of was because she was going viral, but then that was quickly met with her old tweets getting revealed, and it was not good. But recently she has just revealed her new boyfriend, and people have dug through his past, and what they have found is pretty disturbing. So we're gonna spill on everything that is being said right now and how Brooke has been defending him and getting herself in more trouble. If you listen to the Canceled podcast, then you know that Brooke has a new boyfriend. She was keeping him a secret for a little while, but more recently has posted TikToks and stories where you can see what he looks like. I mean, even just by one photo of his arm for a second, some people were able to confirm who he was, but now we really know. And honestly, it's just not looking good for Brooke at all because people have gone through his past and they are calling him out for being creepy and weird to young models. Yeah, guys. It's not looking good. He's been revealed as Miles Canton, also known as Miles McFly. Online, fans have connected some dots and found out his dad is Neil Canton, who produced Back to the Future, hence why Miles probably goes by Miles McFly on social media as just a little homage to Marty McFly from the movie that his dad made. But since his dad is a hotshot Hollywood producer, Miles is pretty connected. And over the years, he has been pictured with stars like Sophia Richie, Kendall Jenner, and more. But the thing is that he's way older than them. And so people have started to look even further into who he's been associated with and don't love what they found. Now, everyone online is saying that he is in his mid 30s. I've heard 36, I've heard 37, and I've heard 38. With one person saying that they found out that he graduated from high school in 2005, but the details of exactly which one of those ages it is, it's a little fuzzy. I'm going to be so for real with you guys, but everyone is pretty much under the assumption that he is in his mid 30s. Allegedly, Miles has a history of dating or being involved with young models, though. I will say Brooke is 28 years old, so their age gap, not so bad. Feels pretty normal, but people are very concerned about past relationships, one of which is with a model that is very young. And this whole story really exploded when TikToker Becca Day posted a video where she did a whole deep dive complete with screenshots, timelines, and receipts of just all of these things from his past.
Around the time that Miles was 27 or 28, so rewinding a few years, he was close friends and business partners with a man named Jake Andrews. Right here, this is Miles, this is Brooke's boyfriend, and right here is Jake Andrews. And Jake Andrews is the ex-boyfriend of Sophia Richie. Jake and Sophia began dating when Jake was 20 and Sophia was 16. This is another photo of Jake and Sophia Richie, and this was around 2015. Also around 2015, Sophia Richie was also close friends with a girl named Isabella. And allegedly, Brooke Schofield's current boyfriend in 2024, back in 2014, 2015, was dating Isabella.
Now, people have been buzzing over this, talking about how gross he is for being around 27, 28 when he was with Isabella at the time, who was like in high school. There's a ton of receipts that really show that they were together, that they were a couple, and Becca found an old Ask FM of his that was really revealing a lot.
Found an old Ask FM that is still up today. I literally took these screenshots last night. You can go look yourself. So on his Ask FM on July 9th of 2015, Miles posted talking about his girlfriend Isabella, talking about how she's the most beautiful, most caring person, and he's such a lucky guy, and talking about how they have been together for 5 months in this post. And here's the rest of the post, and there's obviously a photo of them together. You can see that he's saying that he loves her. This very much seems like they're in a relationship, right? If Isabella turned 21 on May 13th of 2019, on July 9th of 2015, she would have just turned 17. And that was a post saying happy anniversary, like happy 5 months. August 2nd of 2015, someone commented on his Ask FM, "You and Isabella make a perfect/cute couple." And he commented back, "I know." On May 22nd of 2015, someone commented, "How long have you been in a relationship with Isabella?" And he said 3 months. On May 1st of 2015, he was asked, "Who is Bae?" And he tagged Isabella. And then on December 26th of 2015, someone asked on his Ask FM, "Are you and Bella still together?" And he said no. And remember, if she was born in 1998, she would not have turned 18 until 2016.
There were all these photos of them going around that were very much couple-like, as if the literal confessions of them being in a relationship weren't already good enough to convince you this was a full-on relationship. They have tons of photos together where they are being very cuddly. He had commented water emojis on one of her pictures before. I mean, there's a photo of them in bed. This screenshot of a fan account from back in 2015 posting them with the caption, "When Bae doesn't want you to touch him," and tagged both Isabella and Miles. It had also been uncovered that him and his friend seemed to run a blog where they would talk about young models as well. Like, they would literally be talking about like, oh, she's 19, she's young, or she's 18, or she's 17, about to be 18. Like, I hope I run into her type of thing. Like, it was gross. Whether they were like scouting new talent or not, it just sounded nasty. But now, because Brooke is dating this man, fans are like, okay, we got to warn her, right? Like, something is wrong with this man. We have got to let her know, and we need to see if she's aware of everything that's going on. But Brooke had her man's back, which didn't make her look too good, as she was denying this being real. Someone said, "Girl, there is too much evidence against your boyfriend, letting you know for your own good. He seems like not good." And she says, "It is not real." She also responded to somebody else saying, "Do you know what a huge difference there is between being friends with someone who's always at your best friend's house and having a relationship with a literal teenager? There is not a person in the world who has a bad thing to say about him, and she'd tell you herself that it never happened." In her DMs, someone sent her the post that Miles wrote for Isabella, where he had said, "So I've been thinking how to write this, so here it is. Isabella Petschard is one of the bestest and greatest people I know. She's not only my beautiful and caring girlfriend, but she's also my best friend that knows when I'm upset without saying anything. She knows who I am. She knows I would do anything to make her happy. Sometimes I think to myself, damn, I one lucky guy. And sometimes I think she's too good for me and that I don't deserve her. We've been through a rough time. We barely see each other. And even if she's far away, I know she misses me just like I miss her. But we've been already 5 months together, and I know there's still more to come. So baby, happy 5 months. These 5 months have been amazing and unforgettable. I'm so happy to have you in my life and call you my princess. I love you, baby girl." The person who messaged this to Brooke said, "Girl, her friend was the same age as her at the time. This girl is 26 right now." And Brooke said he did not date Isabella. It's someone he has been friends with for years. I don't know what that post is or what it's from, and neither does he. Everyone online hates me, and I understand why, but this is such a horrible thing for someone to fake or make up. Sophia dated his friend who was not Miles's age, and that's the only reason he was even around. So Brooke is saying that someone has faked all this stuff. They were never dating. This was all just a made up sick rumor because people do not like her, which I will say, you know, people don't like Brooke because she was canceled earlier this year, but this is just a wild thing for someone to make up. I mean, there's a lot of screenshots, a lot of things that are being said here. And is there really someone that would just go out of their way to make it seem like her boyfriend is a creep? Like, couldn't you sue over something like this? Because this is weird. But anyway, someone else commented the other day though and said dating someone who dated a 16-year-old at 28 is crazy. And Brooke said, "You're right, it absolutely is." So obviously she agrees that a relationship like this would be crazy. And we know that she does think these things because Tana's openly talked about how weird and inappropriate it is for older people to hit on even her or have been with her, and she's called them out on this. And even in her new podcast with Trisha Paytas, she was calling stuff like this out.
I'm trying to put this into words. It's like, if a guy is 50 and has to date a 21-year-old,
Yes.
what is wrong with his emotional development that he has to date down so much? And it's like, I feel like I learned a lot of that too. It's like, you almost think like I'm going to date older because they're wiser and smarter.
No.
The amount of 50-year-old men stuck in an 18-year-old man's body with the
Literally gagged because they just came out with their new podcast, Trisha and Tana. And the fact that this is the first topic that gets covered with everything that's going on with Brooke and her mans who dated a 16 or 17-year-old when he was like 28, like, oh, let's bring that case up.
So we know that Brooke has to know that this stuff is wrong. So it's just such a crazy and odd situation. And people didn't know if in this case, Brooke was saying that it's absolutely crazy, but that never happened with my man and Isabella, or if she was finally coming to her senses and not defending him anymore. But now people are throwing her old tweets in her face over this. Since last year around this time, she tweeted out saying, "I take back every time I ever defended a man ever, for I have always been wrong." And fans were like, okay, maybe we should be revisiting this tweet again, Brooke, and evaluating what's going on here. But as of right now, that's what's been said about Brooke's man and what she has had to say in response to all of the backlash and things that people have found out about him. I want to know what you guys think about all of this whole situation. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.